Yeah. You guessed this since I'm doing stand-up in college, but I was never really cool growing up. I was nerdy, obnoxious, had horrible taste in style, and until I got contacts, I wore turtle shell glasses as if I were an 80-year-old trapped in a 9-year-old's body. Basically, those anti-bullying campaigns were made to protect me. But let me tell you, they've got it all wrong. Despite being a total loser throughout most of my childhood, there are a few moments of triumph in my life, and I'd like to share one of those with you today. There was this boy, and he went to my school, and every time I saw him, he would call me Four Eyes because of the glasses, right? And it was kind of like he learned how to be mean watching PBS Kids, but at night it was devastating. And every time he saw me, he'd call me Four Eyes, and every time he called me Four Eyes, I'd get really sad. Until one day, sick of his shit, I stood up to him, right? So he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey Four Eyes, what are you up to?" And I mustered up all my courage, and I go, "Not much, Two Eyes." Which isn't like the best insult in the world, but like I said, I was obnoxious. I was incessant. He goes, "Hey, what's up, Four Eyes?" I go, "Not much, Two Eyes. What are you up to, Two Eyes? What are you having for lunch today, Two Eyes? Why are you crying, Two Eyes?" It got to him. I won. So this is my message, right? The anti-bullying campaigns, the upstander, bystander crap does not work. What works is you need to out-bully the bully. So I was going to study abroad next semester. I don't really have much more to say about that. I've gotten into the habit of bringing it up at any point in which I'm talking until I'm 30, just in preparation for when I get back. So, it's the habit stuck. Anyways, though, this is my first year at college, and I live in the dorms. And my favorite thing by far about living in the dorms are there's these posters on the wall. And they come in all different colors, and they have conversations demonstrating what consent does or does not look like. And I thought at first that these were just normal verbal conversations happening between two people, until I saw like the smiley face emoticon with like the colon parentheses that like can only happen over text. And the fact that these conversations are happening over text really changes the context of things and raises a lot of questions about what was going on in the brainstorming room, right? Because they sat down and they were like, "Oh my God, the teenagers, they keep raping each other. What do we do? How do we reach the youth?" And someone was like, "They like their phones." In fact, that is the only thing they can relate to ever. We have to spread this critical information about consent in the form of text, otherwise it'll never stop. Which I will say, I am a teenager, I do have a phone, and I do use that phone to text. So I can totally relate to that. What I can't relate to is the idea of hanging out with a guy, things getting kind of hot and heavy, and then stopping to text him for consent. There are so many ways that can go wrong, right? Like if he doesn't have reception and the message doesn't go through, his phone's in the other room, or it's on silent or vibrate, right? So all I'm saying is, yes, the posters are spreading important information, but there needs to be a follow-up set of posters demonstrating the appropriate course of action in case technology fails you and you're going to need. Speaking of technology failing you, I was airdropped a dick pic the other day. My day was made. Yeah. Now, I don't really have much experiences with dick pics. I don't know the correct angling. I don't have one to practice. But I can tell you that this person did it wrong. And I know he did it wrong because it strongly resembled Bert from Sesame Street. Oh. That's what I said too. It was pretty rough. Anyways, unfortunately, and you'll be sad to hear this, that airdropping dick pics actually has a longer history than what you'd like to expect, right? Apple uses the term airdropping to refer to like the original planes, flying over places and dropping whatever they have on board, right? That's an airdrop, and now we have airdropping on iPhones. Now, airdropping dick pics goes back almost 70 years, or maybe 60, I can't do the math right now. We've all heard of the Berlin airlift of 1948, right? And so that was when, West Berlin and East Berlin were divided, and West Berlin was blockaded by the Soviet Union. And so the Allies flew in a bunch of food and fuel and saved everybody. It was a really great day for the West Berlinians after being cut off from everything. What's lesser known is the retaliation that the Soviet Union did, and that was the airdrop of 1949. And this is quite possibly the worst crime against humanity, because when the planes flew over, the West Berlinians looked up, seeing the planes, remembering the year before when the Allies dropped food and fuel, and it was a great day. And so when the planes flew over again in 1849, they expected the same thing. And instead, paper fell out of the plane, right? And it took a while to get down, and the wind blew, so some scattered, but there was thousands of paper, and most of them hit their target. And on the paper was pictures of Stalin's Commonwealth. And there were thousands of them. And the most impressive part of this horrible day for the West Berlinians was that they were all original images. None of them were copies. It wasn't the same image printed thousands of times. They were unique, individual images.
Wow.
Yes. It took a lot of time, and it was just the airdropping of dick pics happened then. That was the starting point of it. And so now we're airdropping them to our phones in the cafeteria, and I understand that's happening, but really all I have to say about that is I feel like we should return to our roots, right? I mean, unsolicited dick pics do have their stigmas, but I think if we return to delivering them by plane on unsuspecting people, they would go over a lot better. I'm Ballardini. Thank you so much.